Hello, welcome to another Friday session. I hope you all must be healthy and safe. For my last week's story, I got some wonderful comments. A lot of people suggested an appropriate title for that story also. I will be selecting one of that title for that story. Well, this week again, I'm going to tell you another untitled story. And if you like it, please suggest a title for it. Like my channel, subscribe to it, share it with your friends and family. So this week's story goes something like this. I woke up with a start. It was pitch dark everywhere, and I was finding it difficult to adjust to the darkness. I tried to feel my way across the bed. She was not there. She must be in the living area watching television. That was her usual pastime after the kids and I had gone to sleep. But usually she puts on the night lamp every night before going to sleep. Must have forgotten tonight. I traced my hand towards the bedside table and tried to switch on the reading lamp. It didn't work. The bulb must have fused. Even the usual bottle of water was not there. I tried getting up from the bed, but suddenly my whole body started aching. The pain was so intense as if I had been crushed under a moving train. It was unbearable. Every inch and centimeter of my body was paining. I was unable to move. I called out to her, but she didn't respond. Maybe because of the television, she can't hear me. Slowly and painfully, I tried getting up. My legs felt wobbly. I was unable to understand what was happening to me. Never in my life I had felt like this. Shakily, I got up from the bed and taking the support of the wall, I inched myself towards the bedroom door. My cell phone was kept on the dresser. I tried picking it up. Even it felt very heavy. With my forefinger, I traced the pattern on it. After a couple of unsuccessful attempts, I finally opened. 9:30 p.m. The clock in my cell phone showed. That means I have just slept for half an hour? How strange is this? I feel like I have been sleeping for a very, very long time. I felt very confused and disoriented. I tried the doorknob, but my palm kept on slipping from it. After trying for 2 or 3 times, finally I could get a grip on it and push the door open. The whole house was dark. I again called out her name, but didn't get any response. My eyes were still not able to adjust to this darkness. They felt very murky. I tried rubbing them with my hands, but nothing happened. I slowly found my way towards the living area. It was dark. It was empty. It felt very hot. I moved towards the balcony to get some fresh air. Outside, it was more humid and hot. There was darkness everywhere. I couldn't see anything. My throat was parching with thirst. The balcony floor was so hot that it started burning my soles. I rushed inside. The room was empty. Empty meaning no furniture, no rug, absolutely nothing. I felt very dizzy and disoriented. No, this is not a dream. And I pinched myself. It wasn't one. The ache in my body had intensified. I had so many questions, but no answers. Where was she? And where were the children? Again called out their names, but my voice just echoed back to me. Suddenly, from outside the window, I saw a dim light cascading towards me. What the hell is this? I murmured a little loudly. I tried moving back, but was transfixed in one place. This light kept on moving towards me. I was petrified. I couldn't move. This dim light kept on coming towards me. The whole room was filled with this strange light. The light's rays were piercing me like knives. I was profusely sweating. I tried wiping the sweat off my brows. It didn't feel like sweat. It was vicious and had a strange smell. But I couldn't make out what it was. The more I tried to wipe it, the more it spread all across. The light had engulfed me. Suddenly, I could see everything. I saw the empty room. She was sitting there with her head bowed on the carpet. Both of my children were sitting next to her. My daughter's head was on my wife's lap. Just in front of her, fully wrapped in a white muslin cloth, somebody was lying there. I was so confused. I didn't understand what was happening. I called out to her. Either she didn't hear me, or I don't know, but she kept her head bowed. Suddenly, there was a strong gust of wind which came from the balcony. It swept away the muslin cloth from the body. The person looked strangely familiar. I tried moving towards it to get a better look. It was me. I was lying there, half covered with the muslin cloth. Yes, it was definitely me. I was no Adonis, but I could certainly recognize myself. This was the same face I saw every morning while washing my face. It was me. Suddenly, I lost all control over myself. The whole body felt like jelly. Some strange power was pulling me towards myself, who was lying over there on the carpet. I glided across my wife and children. I called out to her. She raised her head slightly and looked blankly towards me, but she didn't respond. I was already over myself, but the pull hadn't stopped. I was being sucked inside. I was drowning in myself. I tried wriggling out, but it was futile. I was completely submerged in myself. I could see the transparent redness all around, some faint bluish green lines all across. The light from outside was meekly filtering in. I was getting breathless. I was choking. I was gasping for breath. Suddenly, I felt dark shadows hovering over me. I started twitching all over. The twitch started from my feet, and in a short while, my whole body was shaking violently with uncontrollable spasms. Far away, I could hear someone call my name, but I couldn't open my mouth to respond. The transparent red started becoming thicker and thicker. It was getting very difficult to breathe. I was completely submerged in that thick reddish liquid. The whole body was shaking frantically. I had absolutely no control over anything. Suddenly, my eyes popped open. I saw her beautiful face hovering over mine. She was calling my name with utmost urgency. I tried to open my mouth to speak, but the words failed me. I came to wake you up, she said. I even tried to shake you, but you didn't respond. What happened? Why are you looking so shocked? Are you okay? Why are you sweating so much? She asked all the questions in one go. Nothing, I said, lovingly stroking her hair. Just a strange dream, I said, and got up from the bed. I slowly walked towards the bathroom thinking, was it just a dream or... So friends, this was this week's story. I hope you liked it. And again, as I said in the beginning, if you like the story, please suggest an appropriate title for it. Till next week, be safe, be healthy. Jai Hind, goodbye.